him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-muggob, it's time for the only news that matters on Black Sabbath Sunday. And Sharon Osbourne has told Metal Hammer magazine that she is open to the possibility of a Black Sabbath Avatar-style show. Asked if she would consider the style of taking inspiration from the technology originally developed for ABBA's Voyage show in London for a Sabbath virtual project in the future. Ozzy Osbourne's wife and manager said, "Sure, I would. Yeah. Technology keeps moving on and on. You can do incredible things now, so what you could do in 5 years will be even better. You never know what the opportunities are." One legendary rock band which is already in the process of developing an Avatar show is Kiss. Oh my God, Kiss! The Kiss avatars were created by Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, and were financed and produced by the Swedish company Pop House Entertainment, which is behind the ABBA Voyage. Using cutting-edge technology, Pop House Entertainment Group, which was founded by ABBA's Bjorn, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and I love ABBA, will create digital versions of Kiss. The project was previewed at the final Kiss concert in New York in December of 2023. Okay, yeah, this goes on and on about Kiss. Oh my God, Kiss. And the Avatar. Oh, I can't wait. What is that? 2027, they said it'll be out. You know, what a lot of people don't understand about these Avatar shows is that they can't tour with it. It's got to be done in a special building, so they actually have to build the building. Or part of the, you know, the Kiss thing will probably be in Vegas, and I don't know if they'll do a separate building for it, or they'll remodel a casino or something, a hotel, something. But the Kiss Avatars has got to be in a special arena. That's how the ABBA one is over in England. It's a special arena that can only make that stuff work. And yeah, you know, I'm part of the minority. You know, a lot of you that are watching this now, you're probably saying to yourself, I don't want this. Who wants this shit? I don't want this. Well, yeah, I'm part of how you think, my friend. But we're the minority, you know? But, you know, I'm just very much eagerly waiting this Kiss thing, because I just don't know how it can work. ABBA's different, man. ABBA's been away for 40 years. And they're they're big here, but they're way bigger in Europe. It's an institution, man. ABBA, at one time, they were offered $1 billion to reunite like 10, 15 years ago. And they turned it down. $1 billion. Because whoever offered ABBA $1 billion to reunite, they knew damn well they were going to get their money back. Like Pop House. You know, they're getting their money back with this ABBA thing going on, because it's new. It's a band that hasn't been around for 40 years, and it piqued the interest of a lot of people, and it's been successful. Now, let's see if Kiss can do the same thing. I don't see it. I don't see it working. You know, maybe the first couple weeks, you know, there'll be some good sales due to, you know, interest. But seriously, you know, and it's Kiss. You know they're going to charge an arm and a leg. And by charging an arm and a leg, I don't think that's going to be playing way too long, you know. I don't know how much the ABBA thing's selling for, but I just think more people are more interested in seeing an ABBA-style show than Kiss. I also see, I also think, well, maybe it's because of my bias, but I also think there'd be more people wanting to see a Black Sabbath Avatar show over a Kiss one. Because the Kiss thing for me is too cartoony. You know, it's too, I don't know, you know, what they showed already, and, you know, Paul and Gene are back paddling going, oh no, that's not how it's going to look like. You know, it's going to be better than that. Then why show it? They showed it because they thought people would go, whoa, that's really cool. But it's not. It's kind of lame. But hey, I'm only predicting it's going to fail. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it will be successful. I just will be shocked, though. I'd be very surprised if it does, in fact, take off. Because, I don't know, man. To me, it looks stupid. Stupid as hell. And, well, you know, Gene Simmons flying around. I guess they're going to be flying around and stuff. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a whole live ABBA show of the avatars I can watch and see what exactly they do. Or it's just performing on stage and Kiss will be the ones flying out. Who knows, man? But all I know is that we're the minority. The majority of people today love stuff that's fake. They love it. You have no problem with fake. They embrace all the AI. They like the American Idol stuff. Can't get more fake than that. You know, people not paying their dues. You know, and just the majority of people out there just like something for a second and then they move on. You know, and they're not like us. And, you know, so they speak louder than we do. Look, the farewell tour was selling out arenas everywhere. That was fake. Fake vocals, fake Fraley, fake Peter Criss. And that did well because people love the fake. Diehard Kiss fans were maybe 15, 20% of the people going to those shows. And the other 80% were casuals that would go see the Avatar show, but, you know, they're casuals. They'll go see it once. But, I don't know. I mean, they also have to be very rich, because I'm sure those tickets are going to be through the roof. And I don't know if this Sabbath thing's ever going to happen. I know a lot of people are like, no, Sharon, don't do it. I don't think she will. Because this is just a question brought to her. You know, Pop House ain't going to her. You know, Black Sabbath would be more interesting, I think, if they did something with the Black Sabbath stuff. Add, like, you know, satanic images floating around and shit. You know, that'd be boss. I actually would go see that. That, to me, is more interesting. You know? I would love to see the ABBA, you know, Avatar thing. I really would. But I would not pay a lot of money to see that. Seriously, I wouldn't pay more than 20. All right, more than 40. Okay, 40 would be my limit to see the ABBA one. The Kiss one, you got to pay me 40. Seriously, I think that's just, it's just a train wreck waiting to happen. But let's see if I'm wrong. Maybe I will be wrong. All I know, I wasn't wrong when I predicted on this channel 10 years ago that Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley was not going to replace themselves. They kept saying in every interview they were going to replace themselves. I called it back then. I said they weren't going to do it, and I was right. And I even feel more I'm going to be right about this than I did about Gene and Paul replacing themselves. I just don't see it succeeding. I see it as a huge, huge flop. And I see Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons see it that way as well. They just won't admit it. They're trying to sell it. I mean, for them to come out and say, hey, wait. What we showed you and you guys hated that. It's not going to be like that. Relax. And of course, all the Kiss sheep are like, oh, okay. There are Kiss sheep out there that are waiting for the Avatar thing. But whatever. Hey, man, it's Black Sabbath Sunday, not Kiss Wednesday. Sorry to get off on the Kiss thing, but hey, if we're talking about avatars, you know you got to talk about fucking Kiss, man. Yeah, and I tell you, if I had a choice, I'd rather see the Black Sabbath avatars over that final show where they're going to wheel out Ozzy, you know, where he's not even going to perform full songs and stuff, bits and pieces that they say. Oh, give me an avatar with some vocals, but I ain't paying more than 40. That's my limit for that shit. But anyway, what do you all think? Leave it in the comments below. Are you like me? Because really, as much as I'm saying I'd rather see that, I'd rather not see it at all, really, you know? You know, it's just fake. Fuck the fake. Leave the fake for the majority. Let us minorities say, hey, screw you. Right? Anyway, thank you all for watching The Only News That Matters. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.